I'm going to show you how to hang wallpaper. Wallpaper is really back in fashion, so if you use these simple steps, you'll have a room to envy. And here's what we'll need to do the job. Wallpaper. Wallpaper paste. Large flat work surface, for example papering table. Measuring tape. Spirit level. Step ladder. Pasting brush. Utility knife. Seam roller. Large scissors. Wallpaper brush. Before starting wallpaper, make sure your walls are properly prepared. Make sure all the flaking paint or dust is removed from the wall, and if there's any cracks or holes, fill with a filler. And if your walls has been newly plastered or raw plasterboard, make sure and seal with a sealer before you start. Or if you're repapering a room, make sure all the existing paper has been totally removed before you start. If you're papering a feature wall, start in the corner. Measure the width of the paper out from the corner and then, using the spirit level, rule a straight line down the wall. You will use this to line up your first strip of wallpaper. Measure the first strip of wallpaper against the length of the wall. Line the top of the sheet with the ceiling and let the roll drop. Make sure it's in line with the vertical line you've drawn on the wall. Make a small tear in the bottom of the strip, just under the skirting level, so you know where to cut the paper. Always leave extra length for trimming later. Fold the wallpaper square against itself at the tear and cut along the straight fold line. I'm about to start pasting and I'm using a ready mixed adhesive. No matter which one you use, always read the manufacturer's instructions. Top tip. Always align the wallpaper on the near edge of the pasting table. This will ensure you are always working on a clean surface, because it's very important to keep it clean when working with wallpaper. Apply the wallpaper paste to the back of the wallpaper using a pasting brush. Make sure that all areas of the paper are covered with the paste. When you've pasted the length of the table, fold the paper so you can paste the bottom. Fold the top end of the paper down to the middle with the pasted sides touching, and then repeat with the bottom end of the paper. Then fold the two halves against each other. Be careful not to crease the wallpaper. Then leave the pasted paper to soak according to manufacturer's instructions. To hang the wallpaper, start at the ceiling and unfold the top half of the strip carefully. Gently place the side edge of the strip along the measured line. When the paper is lined up correctly, drop the bottom half and gently smooth the wallpaper against the wall, starting from the centre and removing all air bubbles out towards the edge. Use the tips of your fingers to smooth out the wallpaper and to avoid dirt from your hands getting on the paper. Using a large straight edge, such as a putty knife, press the paper against the skirting board and then trim excess paper using a utility knife.